You keep Draymond off the glass. Now you get that rebound, give yourself a chance.
Yeah, it's the only thing he's missing, right? Because the confidence, we talked about this during halftime.
Yes.
The confidence level of Ingram, and you could see this as the season began. That play with Durant, look, that's KD with the ball. Okay, we're talking about as money could be. To go around the back with that strip clean and kind of head in his 3D would say getting some cookies.
Cookies, baby, yes.
I mean, that's a heck of a defensive play.
Yeah, he made a play, man. He stepped up. He carried his team on the offensive end, then came down, made a great steal at half court while KD's just trying to probe, run the clock down. He took a chance, got the ball. A great play right there. I mean, this is my thing. If I'm Luke Walton, I need this from you every night. You may not have 30 every night, but I need this confidence that we've been talking about all night long. I need this mentality from you every night.
All right, we know KD brings it every night. Hasn't played every night, been in and out of the lineup. He was there this evening. What was a heck of a game, one of the better ones we've seen so far here in the regular season. Here he is after the win.
I just said wow to KD here. That was a nail-biting finish. How did the Warriors persevere?
Well, we just stayed poised down the stretch. Coach called some good plays for us to get buckets. They did a great job of denying us and switching everything, but we scored 127. We gave 123. We don't want that, but some nights it's going to be like that, and we fought through and was able to get a good win.
You had the emotion on your face, too. It looked like angry face. How does a game like this bring out the competitor in you?
Man, I just not playing the last couple of games. I just wanted to come out here and pose my will and put my fingerprints on the game. And, you know, it was an exciting game. Steph made some huge shots in overtime, and that got us all excited and riled up. And we want to take this momentum on the road, well, to the East Coast.
Tell me about Steph and how clutch he is in moments like this.
Well, he just keeps shooting. You know, we always tell him to stay aggressive. And, you know, I think Coach did a good job of taking him out earlier than normal. And he regrouped and came back and was great for us and sealed the game for us. So we're going to need that going forward when we messed up and guys are in foul trouble or, you know, we just can't get anything going, and he came out and gave us a big spark.
Does a game like this propel you for what you have on the road coming up?
Yeah, most definitely. I mean, a win on the road against a young team in a harsh environment like this, man, it was definitely preparing us, and hopefully next game is even better.
Thank you, KD. 5 games left.
KD talking about missing the last couple of games and continuity-wise, look, I know, Booz, obviously this team is just such a machine at this point that we've seen Curry miss, they win, Durant is out, they win. But for those guys, when you miss even a couple of games, is there a little bit of kind of a disjointed effect, not having kind of at least that flow and that mojo going into the game?
Yeah, I think so. You know, we've all been there as players where you miss a couple of games with your guys, with your teammates, and you're a little rusty coming back or you're a little out of the flow, like you said. But also because you practice so much, you play so much, you know, 1 day, 3 or 4 days, 2 games, it won't be so bad. You saw what KD did tonight, huge game, great one-on-one matchup with him and Ingram. And a player like him who trains himself so well, he's going to snap back into rhythm pretty quickly. So I thought he had a great game tonight.
You know, he talked about how the Warriors kind of take this win and go on the road. Let me get the other side. We talk about Ingram and the growth and all of that. For Luke and this group, as a young group, what do you learn from a game like this? Whether it's the mistakes, the positives, what do they take from what we just watched now moving forward for the Lakers?
Well, I think from Magic to Rob Pelinka all the way down, they're going to watch this game and say, we do have some young competitive kids. They just have to grow up some more, help them in late game situations where they can be more successful, and down the stretch, make some free throws. One free throw missed by Ingram, little things like that you can go back into the film room and fix. But the fact that you competed down the stretch, Ingram with the big steal on KD, you're saying to yourself, wow, we're in the ball game. We withstood that third quarter run where most times they blow people out. It's a good ball game tonight. You just came up short down the end.
You know, but isn't this good for Lonzo Ball, too? Forget about just where the game is. Having Ingram show that he's growing, get attention. Randall, we're seeing growth. Nance is back in. We're watching Clarkson play well. So that all the attention, we're going to do that. That's what we do, right? Because he moves the needle. We get that.
Of course.
But how much does it help for a young player to at least have teammates that are taking some of the brunt, some of that load?
Oh, it's huge, man. A lot of pressure's on him. You know, high draft pick. Magic making the move with Russell to Brooklyn to create space for Ball to play this year. A lot of pressure on the kid, but when you got your teammates playing like they are, Clarkson's playing great off the bench, Randall great off the bench, Kuzma when he's in there is great. Ingram has a 30-point game tonight and leads them in scoring. It's huge for him and confidence-wise to pass the ball, to be more confident. I thought he was more aggressive tonight in spots. He did a good job of getting his teammates involved, but I like seeing him more aggressive and more confident. That's the word of the night. Confidence is the word of the night.
Confidence.
When we see him confident and aggressive, he looks really good to me.
A third double-double, last 5 game points and assists for Lonzo Ball. And you hate to look ahead to, look at this point in the season into free agency, but every Laker fan that you talk to, and I know in Easy's case that means on Instagram or on Facebook, where we're lucky he talks to us. But every Laker fan you talk to, they're so excited about, all the money they have. If you're a free agent and you're watching this team, you get excited. Look, LA is going to do it enough, but they've got a lot of pieces now. It's early in the process, right, to use that term, but you could see a lot of the pieces in place now.
All the pieces in place. Guys want to play the right way. The key word, the confidence, we're seeing it now. Each game you see the guys taking one step further of being that thing we think they can be. But now you're saying, to your point, Casey, if you add the right veteran to this team, how good can they be to the big picture? But let's slow down for a minute and let these guys continue to show us what they showed us tonight to finish up this season strong.
I know a guy who they could have probably...
I don't know who you're talking about. I don't have a clue.
The King of New York.
Who?
Remember? Not Enes Kanter. We've got much coming up on NBA TV this week.